welcome to another episode of Beer for Breakfast ABV. I am Danielle from 91X on the morning show. As always, I have my beer drinking partner in crime with me, Paul Segura, brewmaster of Karl Strauss.
Aloha.
How's it going, bud?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. Are you stoked to drink some Duckfoot today?
I am totally ready. I've been ready for this all day.
We have Brett and we have Matt from Duckfoot Brewing Company. Welcome, guys.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Great to have you guys on the show.
Yeah. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, I can talk about
So we're starting out with the West Coast style coconut IPA. Tell me where this comes from. What is this all about?
Oh, man. Well, I'm a coconut lover. And actually, I thought everyone was a coconut lover, which I found is not 100% true. But a lot of people like coconut, and I thought, coconut in a beer has got to work. And, so after a few test batches, going back a few years ago, we came up with a pretty good recipe where we literally dump, what is it, Matt? Like last batch, it was over 100 pounds of toasted shredded coconut.
pounds.
Yeah, right into the fermenter. And everyone hates life when they have to clean that fermenter. But
It's funny you say that because I saw the look on Matt's face when he said 120 pounds. And it didn't look like it was a pleasant experience.
Oh, yeah.
But,
thankfully, that.
But Matt, I have to say, and Brett, the fruits of your labor is in the glass, and it's a beautiful thing, man.
Thank you.
It smells like fresh coconut coming right off, and it's like coconut cream pie or something.
Yeah.
Mingled with a little bit of hops.
Yeah, just a little bit to complement it. Definitely wanted to avoid that spray tan kind of character in a beer. Not good. But this is, it doesn't smack you over the head with coconut. You still got the IPA-ness of it.
There's more coconut in the nose than there is in the flavor.
Yeah.
The flavor and in the flavor, the hop bitterness kind of balances out that coconut a little bit. Mm-hmm. It tastes like an IPA, and then kind of finishes with a little bit of coconut.
Right. There's still some beer there. It's not just straight the whole way through.
That is the main thing.
It absolutely tastes like an IPA.
Yeah.
Matt, have you ever made a coconut beer before?
No. No, this was definitely my first. Me, the beer-flavored beer guy. If I'm drinking coconut.
I've had one before.
You what, son?
I've had one before. The guys at Resident downtown make a pretty decent IPA.
Yeah, they do.
Coconut.
That's a great beer. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Yeah.
Do you guys toast the coconut in-house, or are you getting that toasted from somebody else?
We get it toasted from a company up in LA, and I know that they toast it themselves because every time I order it, they're like, "Okay, we'll get it in the oven for you." So I know it's a fresh product, which is cool.
That's awesome. I have to say, thank you for bringing this specific beer on Beer for Breakfast. I am such a creature of habit, and I know better. I know that I should expand my palate, and I should try new beers every time I go out. And I will be 100% honest with you. If I had seen coconut IPA, I would probably keep going on to the next. But I'm so glad you brought this on because I would have been missing out. This beer is delicious, especially when you're a total IPA person like myself.
Yeah. I mean, we're definitely taking a page from Matt's book, with like the balance, keeping everything nice and balanced. This is not about it's not a competition to see who can make it, the most coconutty. It's about making it delicious beverage.
Yeah.
Well, anybody who knows Matt, go ahead, Matt.
I say no. I've not made a coconut beer before, but I find myself drinking one can of it almost every day now. I get home and just drink one. Oh yeah, look at that. That's interesting. All right. So
it's a good summer beer.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's, and I think it was a year-round beer, and it actually didn't do well all year. So we've decided to make it just kind of a summer beer. So we'll keep it this summer and see what happens.
Paul, what kind of food would you pair with this beer?
Wow, that's a good question. I would say Like if I'm going for the complementing flavors, probably something like coconut shrimp. If I'm going for the contrast, then I would say, wow, that's.
I gotcha.
Yeah, you kind of. I don't know about that one. I mean, coconut shrimp seems like a home run to me.
Yeah.
Because the
I
flavors
did
of the
coconut
IPA
shrimp with some chili sauce.
Yeah.
Oh, a chili sauce. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could be just non-coconut shrimp, and you're getting the coconut from the beer, so it's there anyway.
Right. So some ceviche or something, or maybe like a sturdy white fish that's got a little bit of lemon or something on it and some herbs. Man,
I'm gonna try the ceviche thing. I like that. That sounds great.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
You're welcome. You're welcome, my friend. It's all the right questions.
Yeah.
I'm not as good as Colby Chandler or Dr. Bill at pairing food with beer.
But who is really? Come on.
Those guys are absolute nerds, and God bless them.
They've got some practice at it too.
They're really good at it.
Before we get into our next beer, can you tell us what's going on with Duckfoot Brewing as far as beers to go, locations that are open? I know that it's a very fluid situation and every day is super, super different. But as of this week, the second week of June, what are we looking at?
And our plans are only valid for the next couple of days until the next weird thing happens. But yeah, as of tomorrow, the county has lifted the meal requirement for bars and tasting rooms. So we elected not to try and open with that meal requirement just because we don't serve food here at the brewery. We do at our East Village location, but just too much confusion, too much effort. We said, let's wait it out. But, probably not going to take long. It didn't take long. So tomorrow's the day. We'll be open. I think we're going to have some slightly reduced hours, like 12 to 8. Here at the brewery in Miramar, which is where I am now. And then, doing the socially distanced thing, got our tables, but we're going to take advantage of the new relaxed ABC regulations that will allow us to have some, what they call it, expanding our license, expanding the footprint of our license. So we'll be able to put some tables outside. So we're going to take advantage of that. So I think that'll be nice. It's something we haven't done here at Miramar before.
Be even nicer as the weather cools off a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, if it were today's super hot. I think tomorrow won't be quite as hot. But yeah, we'll figure that out. We'll try and get some shade up and make people comfortable.
I also love how modest you're being right now because tomorrow is your anniversary. It's just the 5th anniversary of Duckfoot Brewing Company. No big deal. Cheers to you guys. That's so exciting.
Thank you. Yeah.
Here's that.
Yeah, I mean, we're bummed that we can't, fully celebrate in the manner that we are normally accustomed to with a big bash and all that. But, we'll make do, and our fans will certainly come out and support us. And that's not to say we can't do something, like later in the summer, once things get back to normal, if they get back to normal.
I could see there being this really big bash for all of the breweries that didn't get to celebrate their anniversary when it was supposed to happen. I mean, we're missing all these beer festivals, guys. I could see a super awesome beer festival where all the breweries that didn't get to celebrate their anniversary get to do it all together. Throwing it out there.
That's a great idea. Can you put that together?
Hey, San Diego Brewers Guild, I'm looking at you. Hey, Paige. You got it.
Maybe we could combine that with Collabapalooza somehow.
Oh, there you go.
That would be cool.
I like it.
See, we're spitballing ideas.
Involved with that, right? Yeah,
that would be awesome.
Yeah.
And this is where the Karl Strauss people are being like, what is Paul saying?
Yeah, they're throwing stuff at me.
What did Paul just say? Yeah.
Well, with your 5th anniversary comes our next beer. Matt, I know that you were so excited to tell me about this beer when I picked up Beer for Breakfast. Please take it away.
All right. Well, we've got Duck Force 5. This is a triple IPA, 11% alcohol, and it features Idaho 7 and Chinook hops. 2 of my favorite hops, one old school, one kind of on the newer school side of things. It seems appropriate for an anniversary beer to grab something from the past and something a little bit newer and put the 2 of them together.
Something old, something new.
Exactly. And so that Idaho 7 is a very, very, very tropical, fruit-forward kind of hop, but it has undernotes of pine to it sometimes, whereas the Chinook will do a whole lot of pine, kind of ground the whole thing with all that alcohol in there too. We want to make sure we don't get too sweet, so we use that Chinook to kind of underpin the tropical fruit character of it. I think they've come together quite nicely here.
Oh yeah, there's no sweet in this. There's no sweet in this at all. Matt, you made a boozy beer. I dig it.
Oh yeah.
Woo! What's the ABV on this?
This one's 11.
Woo!
11% on the nose.
And we're
Yeah.
we're all drinking from plain cans because we're only just getting it filled right now. But this is what the can looks like. Duck Force 5.
That is so cool.
Cool little comic that our designer Brian Gallarello did, and he actually did a full comic for it, and we're going to release that like online, so you can just download it and check it out. It's pretty fun. It's really cool.
I just want to keep drinking this beer.
Right? I just want to snuggle with this beer. Woo! So I mean,
Yeah.
It's got enough dryness that leaves you wanting another sip, and it's got a definite bitterness, but it's not like, I mean, it blends well. It works in harmony with the malt profile.
Yes.
Right? It's well made.
Well, thank
And
you.
11%. It doesn't drink like 11%, man. It drinks like maybe 8.5.
Perfect.
It leaves you wanting more.
Yep, exactly. I've noticed in tasting it this week as we get ready to package it that, yeah, my first 3 sips or so, it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna crush this, and then about 4 sips and it's like, oh wait, there's alcohol involved here. Slow your roll. That's why
It's
I
like-
raced home to do that today.
Already feeling it in my shoulders a little bit.
Yeah, right? Getting a little relaxed after a long day of work. Yeah.
This beer is a sniper.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All I can say is the rest of the show with Marty after Beer for Breakfast and drinking this beer should be fun. It will be a good time. And speaking of, every Friday morning we do have Beer for Breakfast on 91X at 9:10. Paul Segura calls in to Marty and I, and we will be drinking Duckfoot Brewing Company beer this week. We will have the anniversary Duck Force 5 for sure, and then drinking a tasty honey beer. Brett and Matt, what do you want the people to know about Duckfoot?
Just that we're making excellent beer. Matt joined us, 6 months ago now? And
Yeah, 6-7 months ago, yeah.
yeah, and I feel like the team is coalescing around him. The beer coming out is fantastic, and just more of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, come drink beer.
Yeah.
We're going to be allowed to soon, tomorrow.
Yeah, I would like to hop on that wagon also. Matt, I have thoroughly missed your beers, and I am so stoked that you have a home again to hone your craft because you are an impeccable brewer.
Amen to that. I think we
thank you,
we
sir.
speak on behalf of all the beer lovers in San Diego. It's good to see you. I mean, and with Duckfoot, right? And they're beloved throughout San Diego as well, and have been, and will certainly be in the future. Congratulations to both you guys.
Yes.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be making beers with Duckfoot right now. Having a good time and enjoying what I'm doing. So.
Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining Paul and I for Beer for Breakfast ABV. We super appreciate it.
Yeah, cool. Thanks for having us.
If there are any episodes that you have missed of Beer for Breakfast ABV, you can find those at 91x.com. And remember, every Friday morning, Paul joins us on the radio for Beer for Breakfast at 9:10. So cheers to independently owned craft beer and radio here in San Diego.
Cheers.
Cheers.
91X.